Hello viewers, this is Clara and welcome to the Living in Rio channel. Today I'm gonna take you to a kind of a secret location here in Rio de Janeiro. In fact, it's not really secret, but it's a residential area that flies under the radar of many visitors. For obvious reasons, because many visitors who come to Rio, they come not to live but to have fun. But the idea of this channel is to introduce you to the living aspect of Rio de Janeiro. And this is an area, kind of a neighborhood within a neighborhood that you should know about. It's called Bairro Peixoto. We're going to enter it, and before we do, just to mention that again we are in Rua Santa Clara, and it's this street I have covered before, but not this level, a bit further down where I'm pointing. And of course all the way down is the Copacabana beach. From this location it will take you about a good 15 minutes of walk, 15 minutes of walk. So, you have an idea where you are, hopefully. We're gonna walk a little bit, Rua Santa Clara. And I'm gonna show you a secret tunnel that will take us, I call it a secret tunnel. It's going to take us to this little hidden paradise, residential paradise, of course, inside of Copacabana. We are getting away from the hassle and the noise of Copacabana, Main Street Copacabana, and we're heading towards the little residential oasis called Bairro Peixoto. Bairro Peixoto means Peixoto neighborhood. Strong sunny day. Then this little neighborhood within a neighborhood, still considered Copacabana, is dominated by this huge square where the locals hang out when it's cooler. There are children's activities, little park for children to play, and for adults to do exercise. There's a weekly farmers market held here, and you can see that one on another video. This area was founded in 1939, and the name Peixoto is the surname of a Portuguese gentleman after whom it was named. Apparently this area was part of his property, or kind of a ranch farm. You'll notice something here, that the buildings are not as tall as in the rest of Copacabana. The ones behind are considered Copacabana, but the ones that are immediate, I almost fell down. Immediate proximity to me, they're supposed to be around 15 meters high, okay? And that's good. You can see the sky, which is something that's lacking in Rio sometimes, unfortunately, because it has been built up so much without too many controls, that a lot of high buildings. But hey, no place is perfect. And you already notice here that it gets really quiet in comparison to the main Copacabana areas. And this is one of the reasons a lot of people live here. It's considered a type of upper level place to live. Here is a building with a balcony. I mentioned this before on my videos. For my liking, there are not enough balconies in certain parts of Rio because this climate needs a balcony, or you need a balcony if you live in a climate like this. This is a huge square, and we're gonna walk a little bit so that you can get a feel of this area. Later on, late afternoon, it gets busier. People come to walk their dogs and children play, and there are other activities. That's where the children play. And this is one of those contraptions that are very good for those who like exercise, including myself. Just people chilling out here. Oh, a very nice breeze. I'm enjoying it. This is an area that I would consider living in as well, and I should be moving out of where I'm living now, which is a few blocks away from here, and this is an option here to live here. We will see, we will see. But very nice, very quiet. Of course, you are slightly further away from the commerce. Somebody knew me over there. He said hello. I'm trying to remember who it was. Hey, that's me. My wife calls me Airhead. Okay. So this is one of the main side residential streets. 5 streets in this area, okay? Just 5 streets. It's so tranquil here that it's almost like a meditation, you know, being here, walking. And the breeze is beautiful. Nice sunny autumn day. Temperature should be around late 20s, I think, but probably 28, 29. Last 2 days it was raining, it cooled down. Temperature was about 20. That's normal for autumn. The difference is between autumn and summer is temperatures slightly lower in autumn, of course, but in the summer when it rains, it doesn't really cool down that much. But in autumn time here, when it rains, you feel the cooling effect, and more so in the winter as well. But last year winter was very good. Actually, it was very hot, and people enjoyed their beach life more and got panicked over global warming. Of course, that's a given nowadays. It gets cold or hot, people worry about global warming. I'm still waiting for the sea levels to rise, and I think we'll be waiting for a long time for that one. But anyway, it was a good winter, but this winter I hope it's like last winter. I hope I never complain about the heat. And this is nice. This is not the usual type of apartment you find here in Bairro Peixoto. By the way, I will have more details in the comment section. That way you will get a better idea. But definitely, if anyone is moving to Rio, wants to be in the southern zone of Rio, in Copacabana, this is a great option to live in. It's safe, it's nice and quiet. And although the businesses, the commerce is not so close, I would say still, no matter where you are here, you're about 5 minutes walk from commerce, okay? So it's not that far. It's just that, especially myself, having lived in Copacabana for some years, you get used to commerce being very close to you. And that is dangerous because you get lazy. Say, well, I don't want to walk 1 block to get my bread, you know, because the bread is virtually next door to me. And so it's sometimes in the mind, okay? And of course, I have my brother-in-law who lives very far away in Barra de Tijuca, but almost out of Barra de Tijuca, furthest away from here if possible in Barra de Tijuca. Huge house, swimming pool and everything, but he needs to drive for his shopping, most of his stuff. So it's give and take. He loves driving, he loves his car, so that's fine. He's okay with that, and I think I would be too if it's give or take, you know. Give and take, excuse me. Further inside the city, you pay more, but you have convenience, everything nearby. Outside of the city, you pay less, and you get, you know, a swimming pool, a house, and so on. And probably in the future, I will be living outside of Rio, within the state of Rio de Janeiro, but in a resort town called Búzios. Those of you who have traveled to Brazil or have researched will know Búzios. It's a town that started as a small fishing town. Then it got famous because of Brigitte Bardot, who was in Brazil in the 1960s, had a lover, and wanted to have some privacy with the lover. I guess most people who come to Brazil, they get a lover. That's how it is here. Come. So, and then her name being attached to Búzios, put it on the maps kind of, and it just grew from there. And it's a great place, high quality of life, safe, beautiful beaches. And that's probably where I'm gonna end up living. But it's still close enough to Rio for me to visit, because I love it. Every time I'm out of Rio, no matter where I am, I could be somewhere else that I love. I miss Rio. It's dangerous in that way. Oh, by the way, we just went all the way up that street, and we're coming back towards the square, so you get an idea of the streets. See, the building's not too high, mostly old school buildings, old buildings. There's one for sale. By the way, an apartment here for 2-bedroom would cost you about, in dollars, about 150 to 160 US dollars, 150 to 160,000 US dollars, yeah. And again, it depends whether you have a balcony or the size. I'm talking about 80 meters or something. So it's good value for money. A lot of people want to retire to places, and one of the reasons they do is because their money is worth more. So this is Rio is one of those places, but you are also living. You would be living in a sophisticated city, beautiful with a lot of conveniences and a lot of neighborhoods to choose from. I mean, the prices here in Bairro de Peixoto, they are considered high. And so, relatively speaking, if you go to the northern zone of Rio de Janeiro, then your dollar buys you more. But here, still, you are relatively close to the beach, quite close to the commerce. It's safe. The air is really clean here, very nice. Although there's a lot of traffic all around this area, the air is clean. And that's because partially because of the ocean, because the ocean clears the air in a very natural way. So it's all there. But of course, there's more to Copacabana. I will explore in other videos, but this is something you should know about. And a little tunnel, secret tunnel I call, that we came through. That's not the only entrance. There's a normal, regular entrance to this area from other streets. But that one looks kind of hidden. You can easily miss that entrance. I have before. You know, you just walk by it and you don't see that little tunnel, or passagem as they call it here. This is another, it's more modern. This is not the typical you see. Actually, I think I've been to this building, you know, to see an apartment here. I believe it was on the first floor. I can't remember the price, but this would be higher than $150,000, I believe. Another one for sale. Very nice. I can smell somebody cooking here. Good to know that people still cook at home. The healthiest thing you can do, or one of the healthiest things. Know what you're putting in your body. And here, of course, in Brazil, you can get a lot of fresh produce. The farmers market that takes place here every Wednesday will be another video. And well, again, imagine living in the middle of a neighborhood that's jam-packed with people, and you have access to farmers market within walking distance. There are quite a few of those farmers markets in Copacabana taking place and in other areas. Oh, this dog. I love dogs, but not when they're biting me. So far, lucky. We're on the other side of the square. It's just a children's play area, really big. Being a Latin culture, children's activities are important here in Brazil. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back from the other side of the square to wrap up the video and show you another way out of Bairro Peixoto. We're gonna head for Rua Figueiredo Magalhaes, and that street, I know the name is difficult, it's a mouthful for me too, but that street is parallel to Santa Clara from where we entered. So we're gonna come out of there. I wish you were here. This breeze is so nice. One of the best things about summer, after the sunshine, the breeze. There you go, there are already people here just chilling out. We passed this area from the other side. And there we go, we're gonna head straight out. If you're interested about life in Rio, you can ask me questions in the comment section. Please give me a thumbs up. Look, another good thing about having low-level buildings, you can see the beautiful hills and mountains around Rio, some of them at least. Here we are. When you notice the bigger buildings, the taller buildings, you know that you're already out of Bairro Peixoto. Busy street, Figueiredo Magalhaes. Oh, by the way, when you see the street signs in Rio, that's the name of the street. It's a mouthful, that's why it's better for you to see it. Yeah, when you're in Rio, when you see the street signs underneath the name, they usually explain what the name is all about. So if you're history buffs and so on, it's interesting. You will get to know more about the city. And this street will take us straight towards Botafogo, another neighborhood that I will be covering. But we're gonna walk towards the beach. Of course, we have been there already in a previous video. So what I'll do is ask you once again to give me a thumbs up, make a comment if you have any questions about life here, would be glad to answer it, even make a video about it if you like. And subscribe. Subscription is free and help me grow this channel, which is on one level it's a reflection of my love for Rio de Janeiro. By the way, we're already in the commerce. See, we walked and we're already in the commercial part. Things for sale. So I believe nowhere in Copacabana is too far from commerce, and that's reflected by the fact that, or reflects the fact that there are a lot of senior citizens living here. So and for them it's good to have commerce nearby. So there's a market for the commerce being so concentrated all over the place. Okay, once again, thank you for tuning in to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. All the best. Hope to see you in Rio soon.